The debate over having a caste census, with the Bihar Cabinet on June 2 giving its approval to a proposal to carry out a caste-based count in the state, has the potential to realign electoral dynamics in the state. The Nitish Kumar-led Bihar government, which is an ally of the Bharatiya Janata Party, however, made it a point not to call it a census. This debate over caste census is not a new one, with opposite views emerging on its requirement. For instance, those against it have argued that it would only deepen the existing divisions based on caste in the society, while others argue that it is crucial to have such data for equitable power representation and will pave the way for a just and egalitarian society. The demand for caste-based census in Bihar is more than a decade old. In 2011, the UPA government had conducted a socio-economic and caste census under pressure from Lalu Prasad Yadav. However, owing to flaws such as the same caste being categorized more than once under different heads, the result of the survey had to be discarded. Nitish Kumar had also backed the demand since 2019 and even got BJP MLAs to support a resolution in the Bihar Assembly demanding a caste census in 2022. The ruling party at the centre has since backed away from the subject, and MOS Home Nityanand Rai had also ruled out a caste census other than for SC/ST in the Lok Sabha. According to a senior BJP leader, the BJP's refusal to go for a caste census reflects the dilemma, which is, should it go along with the strong Hindutva agenda or follow caste politics? For now, the BJP's Bihar unit has supported the move of the Nitish Kumar government. The issue has also gained political currency, as while the state government in Bihar, along with the opposition, has favoured it, the stance of the Modi-led central government has been largely opposed to it, pointing out that it is difficult to conduct such an exercise. While the BJP politically is on board, they still have many issues, including that of Rohingyas and whether they will be counted in the exercise. At the same time, some of the BJP MLAs have also been demanding that in the last 30 years, which caste has got how many jobs, that should also be made public. Many political experts ThePrint spoke to argue that the exercise undertaken by Bihar, if it is fruitful, then it has a potential to alter the political and social dynamics in the state. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar said that the state will conduct a caste-based survey of its population to determine the socio-economic status of all communities after all political parties backed this politically sensitive demand. The BJP and the JDU have differed on a number of important policy matters, including the national caste census. Even as I said earlier, the BJP's Bihar unit has supported it, the party-led central government remains opposed to it. The last census to count all castes took place way back in 1931. A number of statistical estimates have been made since then, most importantly being the 1990 Mandal Commission report to grant reservation to other backward classes, OBCs. Since independence, India has counted its population in a decadal census exercise and enumerated the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes separately. India conducts its census every 10 years. Detailed caste information is collected during this exercise. In Bihar, the leader of opposition Tejasvi Yadav had called it a victory of the Rashtriya Janata Dal, the fact that a caste census is being conducted, and its chief Lalu Prasad Yadav pointing out that while it would have been better had the Modi government agreed to a caste census as part of the census, but was still happy that the state government had agreed. Since the early 1990s, the main faces of caste-based politics in Bihar have been Lalu Prasad Yadav, Nitish Kumar and Ram Vilas Paswan. In Bihar, ThePrint's reporter Deepak Mishra had explained that caste politics has been on the wane, as more than 20% of the Yadavs, a stronghold of Lalu Prasad Yadav, and a substantial number of extremely backward caste voted in the name of PM Modi for NDA candidates, leading to a landslide victory for the NDA in the state. According to a senior BJP leader, the caste census gives a glimmer of hope to regional parties to reinvent themselves and to also counter the BJP's growth. The caste census also gives an upper hand to Nitish Kumar in dealing with the Bharatiya Janata Party, that he cannot be taken for granted, and at the same time his bond with RJD can be mended if needed. What exactly the political ramifications of this exercise will be, we will have to wait and watch for that. This is Neelam Pandey reporting for The Print.